Hi guys, this is Carla, and this time I'm here to do a review on episode 9 of season 2 of Marvel's Agent Carter. Oh, I'm sorry, episode 8 first, because I haven't actually watched episode 9 yet. Episode 8 of Marvel's Agent Carter, which is titled The Edge of Mystery. And I have to say, I really liked this episode. It was very eventful, like a lot of stuff happened, and I like Agent Carter the best when a lot of stuff happens. First of all, just this whole thing with Anna. I mean, you guys know, if you've been listening to my previous reviews of the show, that I was very distraught when Anna got shot. Because I really like her. I think she's awesome. And, she's innocent in this whole thing. So it kind of sucks that she had to get, shot. But one good thing that came out of her getting shot is that, oh my god, Jarvis. Okay, oh my god, all the applause in the world to James Darcy. This is the best. I mean, usually Jarvis is like really, uppity and funny and, the funny sidekick kind of person. I love it when he gets in on the action, but it's even better now that we've actually gotten to see his dramatic side. I mean, James Darcy was so good. That scene when he was like promising her a bunch of stuff, I love that. Just so many emotions just watching him be so upset that his wife might die, and all the feels. Oh my god, he was so good. I really loved that we got to see that side of Jarvis. And then switch around, like once his wife is out of danger, then he switches into revenge mode, which is something we've never really seen from Jarvis, and he was so great at it too. Like, man, James Darcy totally gets the MVP of this episode for me because he was so great. It was such a great performance that I can't even form words right now, if you get what I mean. Like, he was so great. That's one good thing that might come out of Anna being shot. I'm kind of sad that they won't get to have kids, but I know they'll handle it. They love each other, and they're always going to love each other, so they'll work around that somehow. And then just this whole thing with the exchange. I guess you can sort of fake plutonium. But just the whole idea that Peggy needed to do the exchange, and then Whitney gives Wilkes over, and it turns out that Wilkes has gone cuckoo too. Because guess what, Wilkes? Rule number 1, do not trust the crazy lady for anything, ever. So when she tells you stop and, listen to the voice, do not listen to the voice. That is not good. Listening to voices in your head is never good. So, it kind of surprised me that he actually, went insane as well and turned bad, or at least on Whitney's side. I wasn't expecting it. It caught me by surprise. I thought the voices were just going to be like voices, and he would be like, nope, I'm not listening to this, because that's what any person with common sense would do. But no, he actually had to go and listen to the voices, and now he's insane and turned against Peggy, and oh god, and then Sousa. Oh, Jesus, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this too. Like, seriously, Wilkes is like, oh, I know how you feel about her, so I'm gonna shoot her unless you tell me where the plutonium rods are. And then Sousa, of course, tells him because he's a big sap. But I love him. Because, seriously, I mean, he's in love with her. He's totally in love with her, so what can we do about it? He was gonna say, he was gonna tell him. Anyway, by the way, really, the safe at the SSR, not exactly the most stealthy place to store anything. Like, I'm pretty sure that would be like the first place they would go and look, because come on, it wasn't a good place to store it at. And then you have the whole thing with Thompson, whom I think I've been saying this for the past few episodes, that I know he was going to do the right thing in the end. So I really do believe him when he says that, he's working with Peggy and Sousa this time around. It's kind of suspicious a little bit because they cut it off The scene with Vernon, they cut it off like at a point where you don't really know what happened, and next thing we know, he's claiming amnesia. Um, but he took them there, so I really do hope that he's doing the right thing, because he did confront Vernon about the file. Which, by the way, how the heck did he get to England that fast? Like, seriously, it's been like a day. Do you know how long it takes to get to England and then come back? That's more than one day. So, okay, took a little bit of artistic license there, but still. I really do think he's doing the right thing. Maybe this will come back me in the ass if he turns out to be, like, actually working with Vernon. But I really do think he's trying to help. I like that moment, too, when Peggy and Susu were, like, arguing about, would you have let him shot me and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you know what? I wouldn't let him shoot you both. Because, yeah, that's what a soldier would do, really. So that was funny. I like that he did the right thing. I still get the feeling that he's going to die, because I fully was expecting so many people to die in this episode. Like, at first I thought, oh, Wilkes is going to die for sure. Then Jarvis just went off on his own to try and kill Whitney, and I'm like, oh god, Jarvis is gonna die, isn't he? And then Wilkes jumped into the thing, and I'm like, okay, so Wilkes is gonna die after all. I don't know, I keep expecting that somebody's gonna die, so what my gut is telling me right now is the next episode, or maybe in the ending, in the finale, Thompson is gonna die. That's what my brain is telling me. I don't know. I might be wrong about this, but kind of get the feeling. I do think that Wilkes is gonna die too. Because I really don't think there's anything to be done when he's like all zero matter now. But my gut is telling me that it's gonna be Thompson and Wilkes, but mainly Thompson, because he's been the main character for 2 seasons now, so I guess he's more of a big deal if he dies. I don't think Jarvis is gonna die. I don't think Peggy or Zeus are gonna die, and if any of them die, I will revolt. I mean, we know Peggy lives through to, like, our times, so no problem there. But if they do anything to Sousa, I will freaking kill someone. I'm not even kidding. Things I liked. Ken Marino, man. That scene with the grandma, I mean, it was kind of really kooky and didn't really fit with the tone of it all. But it was so, like, New York gangster classic that I just really laughed. It made me laugh, and it's that kind of role that Ken Marino plays perfectly. Like I've been saying for a long time, him playing an Italian gangster, that's kind of a role made for him, So the whole scene with him and Nonna and eating spaghetti, and she's like, he gives the plate to Sousa, and then Peggy's like, where's mine? And she's like, nope, she thinks you're a devil. That was just so funny. I really liked it. It felt like a, 40s period comedy, so I enjoyed it, even though it was a little, kind of out of tone with the rest of it. And then, by the end, I mean, who would have thought that it would be a gangster who would actually tell Whitney that he loves her no matter what he looks like? I mean, that's it's kind of sweet in a way. It's also kind of messed up, because he's like, yeah, that mark on your face, all that means is power. And power is good. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, creeps. You two deserve to be together, obviously. But it was kind of sweet at the same time that he was reassuring her, because she was so insecure about her face. And he's like, you look beautiful. I thought that was kind of sweet, and it goes to show that even villains can actually, like, fall in love with people. And actually, there's a saying in Spanish that, if you're listening to me speak in English, you probably won't understand, but it basically says that there's someone for anybody, even the crazy people can find someone. So this is what this means to me, and I really love Ken Marino, so he's great in this role. I really enjoy it. And of course now Peggy and Jarvis are in trouble. I have no doubt that Sousa and Thompson are going to do something about it, obviously. I thought it was funny that they were like, gamma rays, do you know what that does? What they can't do? And I'm like, heck yeah, I know. It's called the Hulk. It was so funny that they're actually using things from the Marvel universe in the movies, like the movie Marvel universe. And we're all like, yep, we know what that means. We know what gamma radiation can do to someone. So yeah, I found that funny, and I guess now that they've shut the canon, really Susan and Thompson have nothing to do except go and rescue Peggy and Jarvis. So I figure that's what's going to happen in the next episode. But like I said, I fully expect Wilkes to die, probably even sacrifice himself just to eliminate Zero Matter from this world somehow. And I also do think that Thompson's gonna die. I don't know, just because I that's what my gut is telling me. I'm probably wrong on this, but I really do feel that someone that has been here all along, it's about time they kill someone important, right? Because nobody's died yet so far, except Colin, but we don't miss him. So yeah, I actually quite liked this episode. It was the pace was great. The interaction between the characters was great. I loved that conversation between Peggy and Thompson about the file, and she's like, you don't need to do this to get ahead. You're good enough. And I'm like, oh god, that must have hurt so much. Like, that was as bad as a knife in the gut, Thompson. Tell me about it. Like, it must have really hurt. But just everything in that moment with Sousa. Again, they get interrupted. I really do hope that by the end of this season they will have at least kissed. Because I really need that, okay? So yeah, I really like this episode. I'm going to try to keep this short because I'm really eager to go and watch the next one already. So, pretty good episode. Loved the pacing. Loved that it felt like stuff was happening every scene, like something big was going down. Very action-packed. All my kudos to James Darcy because he was perfect. His performance was amazing in this episode, and I do wish we get to see the side of Jarvis more often, except that I don't want his wife to get shot every other episode, so, I hope we get to see the deeper side of him without needing that kind of trigger. And just can't wait to see what goes down with Wilkes and Thompson and Sousa's rescue mission, I guess. So I'm off to watch the next chapter at the next episode. For the moment, be sure to visit our website at thegeekypub.com. We have reviews not just for the previous episodes of Agent Carter, but also for other TV shows, books, movies, games. We have a ton of stuff in there, so be sure to visit and check it out. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you don't want to miss anything we upload, any reviews we upload. They are usually up on YouTube first, even before they hit the website, so be sure to subscribe so you're notified straight away whenever we upload something new. And I'm off to watch the next episode, so I'll see you guys in my review for it then. Bye!